Book 2, Part 2. Among the Scaffolds, Above the Sands.
This is a Corkboard podcast.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine.
Is this Warhammer?
Your kind cling to your flesh as though it will not decay and fail you. One day, the crude biomass you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved, for the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnissiah.
See, I was going to have Kalon read, like, Literotica to continue the Slut joke, and I think he kind of did.
I think he did. Old Gravy knows in the Grimdark future there is but death and war.
Welcome back to Droughtland, a dice-governed improv adventure show set in an original wasteland world full of witches, cults, monsters, and madmen. Oh, and dinosaurs. I forgot the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are important.
I'm your host, as always, Jay Muskrat, welcoming you back from our first break of Book 2. Hope you enjoyed that interlude episode and are itching to get back into the meat and potatoes. And now, to take us out of this fully planned and prepared intro, we have our very own Eegan Muriel Kennedy.
Thank you, and good night.
Yeah, you say that at the end, babe.
No, stop. I'll pee, I'll drop my bong, and I'll pee. Stop.
Chapter 13, Pastries and Deception. 41 Mark 652. 20 suns since the loss of Blokk Kaucus. 20 suns since the fall of Backerholt.
My name is Captain Hirota Ginjo. I'm the captain of the Silent Javelin, the war zeppelin now docked a mere few hundred feet away. Gesturing to the two figures that entered with him with nothing more than a slight tilt of his head. These two have come with me in order to help me enforce an investigation from the central cities. We are here for one person. As far as we are aware, everyone else in the room is free to go. Now, who wants to be the first person to tell me who is the captain of the vessel docked right outside, named the Ooze Cruise?
Junior.
Do you say that?
It's the Ooze Cruise Junior.
He immediately looks at you guys' table.
Hi.
He takes a step and walks a few feet towards you guys. The two figures behind him, shuffling behind him with kind of clicks of armor and loud plodding stomps.
I start to stand up.
I stand up instead. I hold a hand out to him and I stand up instead and I hold my hand out to them. I pull him closer to me and I dip him. I dip him into a big kiss.
Okay.
And then I just drop him on the floor and I run.
Okay, so...
I suppose it's time to skedaddle. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll let him talk first.
Okay. So he begins to take these small little circles pacing in front of you, and he says, the first question I have to ask you is, where did you procure the ooze cruise? 2, because I have it on fairly good authority that you and your compatriot, one Blokk Alabaster Kaucus,
His middle name is Alabaster?
are 2 halves of a fishing team based out of Dufrar, using a former Zeppelin life raft to float your way out to Lethmot, fish up some fouled fish, strip them down to their venom pouches and their tainted little meats, and selling them to alchemists. Does that sound about right? Eegan, Muriel, Kennedy.
Eegan, as your lawyer, you don't have to answer that.
Not the government name.
There's no one named Blokk Alabaster Kaucus here.
I did notice that.
Then maybe you're wrong.
Are you not Eegan, Muriel, Kennedy?
I am.
What do you say
Yes, I am. I'm Eegan Muriel Kennedy. Look, I'm not great at lying.
So, how did your tiny little life raft fishing vessel become a full-size Zeppelin, and what happened to the first one that made it the Ooze Cruise 2? That's a good place to start, but you know what? I think we're past that. That would have been a preliminary question. I'm more interested in what happened to the captain of the Crown Eagle. So Hirota lifts up his mirror screen, and it has on it a scrolling itinerary of different people from the central cities. And Orias, you recognize all of them as being different crew members from the Crown Eagle. And then at the top of them is the captain of the Crown Eagle, who you didn't spend a lot of time with and you really didn't get to know very well, but you did shoot through the head with
He
your
was
sniper rifle.
pre-dead, and he shows me the captain and says something or points to him?
Nope, just points to him.
Well, I'm pretty sure the witch got to him first.
The witch.
The witch.
I mean, hag, old, weird woman. I don't know what you would call
Tell
her.
me about the witch.
Well, she damn near killed us. Yeah.
Can I kick Orias without anyone noticing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a dexterity with a -2.
Icknay on
Actually,
the witch,
I'm sorry.
Itch
A -6.
Oh, wait. Yeah, actually, instead, I want to look at Alobar and say in Calvec, idiot.
Okay.
That's all. I can speak it and he can speak it. I don't
You
know
just
how
you
else
just
to
have
raise
straight
his
bilingual, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He just raises his eyebrows and goes,
So neither of you, Orias or Boots, neither of you guys speak Calvec, right? I don't think you're both inners. So that would make So you guys actually can fully just communicate without either of them knowing. If you would like, that is
without
a thing
the
you could
captain
do.
knowing too? Captain Hiroshi?
You don't know. You would not know.
What if
that.
one of those bots has a universal translator?
You would also not know that.
I just look at you and say, what if one of those bots has a universal translator?
well, then he does. He understands all of this. And I think that's, well, it is what it is. Let's speak in vague terms.
He's an idiot.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, are we going to hide the fact that there was a witch on board that caused us a lot of problems? Well, I mean, I wasn't going to tell him either, because ACAB, right? But...
We'll let him talk himself
Some
into a
bat
hole.
tried to smoke us while we were trying to get off the ship.
Old bat!
So while you guys are speaking to each other in Calvec, suddenly you are interrupted by Orias, who says, some old bat tried to
gonna
smoke
clean
us.
Well, we
Thinking
were
that.
trying to get off the ship. Yeah, crash.
And what exactly did she do? Did she shoot you?
Did
Did
some
she spook you?
stuff with her hands and some fire,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would think.
Yeah, she got you with that juju.
Hirota,
What can I say?
Hirota taps his mirror screen a couple of times, and then he, shut up, Caleb, I hear it.
That's Jenna.
She did something with her hands. Yeah, she did. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed.
I actually think we're better. I actually think we're better with you here because we have like a bit of an audience, which reminds us that there's an audience. Hirota taps a couple buttons on his mirror screen, and then he slides it into his pocket. All of the bots fully holster their weapons, and then they, in like a tight, too wide line, they just march back.
Like Madeline?
Yeah.
12 little girls in
Exactly.
2 straight lines?
Correctly. Yeah, correct. Except in this case, the one who was left behind would be Captain Hirota Ginjo. Yeah, I read Madeline too. Madeline. So
Actually, Hirota, do you have like a full passenger manifest or crew?
Unfortunately, and when you say that, as you say, Hirota, do you have a full manifesto crew? We cut to inside, sitting around a bar table, unless anyone has an objection to that.
Could it be the same table we were playing poker at?
Yes,
Now
it
it's on the ground,
absolutely
but we
can
put
be.
it back up
Except-
and like taped a table leg back
Yeah.
up.
So we cut to inside. You guys are all sitting around the same table. Cornelius and Gravy are talking in the background, like 2 feet behind.
What are they saying?
Abby, what's your character?
Slick boots.
Boots. Yeah. About 2 feet behind Boots, about a foot behind Boots. Gravy and Cornelius are just standing there. They're chatting. Yeah, they're just talking. We can
Do an excerpt.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so everyone, that excerpt that you hear behind the dialogue, that's me just on the spot improving a bunch of really funny stuff.
This is me belly laughing.
Now that's just general haberdashery.
Well, how droll.
Did you say haberdashery?
Oh, wow. I love hats, too.
And then the
Hats and Mercury.
and then
Hats and
the
Mercury.
audio and the visual focus fades to the characters that we care about sitting around the table. And Hirota has just finished showing you the passenger manifest, Orias. And he says, the only ones listed here are the security staff. So we have you, and we have about 4 other guys. However, we know that the crew of the Crown Eagle was not 5 people. So if you could help me flesh out whoever was on board who was not listed and was not part of the manifest, that would especially help my investigation into what exactly happened to the Crown Eagle.
You haven't seen it.
He doesn't know.
Oh, I've seen it. What you all left
No.
Allegedly.
We didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything?
No.
Not to bring the ship down.
We went on board. I went on board to see if there was anybody alive, maybe to see if there was
Found
any water.
me.
I did find Orias. I
So
did
you-
find water.
So you boarded a flying zeppelin.
Oh, it was already
Yeah,
on the
I told you
ground.
it was already on the ground. I told you it was already on the ground.
She did say everyone was already dead. Well,
That
say for
doesn't
a
mean
rise.
that it was on the ground. We've all run across a ghost ship or two in our life.
Have you ever boarded one
All
of these
ghost
flying
ships
things?
are an illusion of where the horizon meets the sea.
Not that.
You're
not a
listening to
phantom
ghost
ship.
tales.
Mm.
This was a ship on the ground. It had crashed. We were trying to see if anyone was there. And you know it was crashed if you already seen it near the lake. Are you saying that you've seen it but you didn't see it crashed?
That doesn't mean that you weren't there. before it crashed.
I wasn't there before it crashed.
I mean,
Well,
I
no, I
can
know.
pretty much confirm they weren't. I mean, I guess I don't have any proof, but
Why don't you walk me through it, Orias? What exactly?
Orias.
You're able to make out in the distance a very nice airship. It is clearly an inner city build. It has bright reflective shielding or armor paneling.
So, Blokk reaches over and taps out. So, IN, stop.
Stop.
City, stop. Air, stop. Ship, stop. Crashing.
Eegan types back, bring me up, stop.
Elder One, what is that? And she points up into the sky where there's a bright zeppelin that just catches the sunlight and reflects back to you like a diamond in the sky.
Alobar does the thing where he puts his hand up to block the sun and goes, well, that looks to be a human ship.
At that moment, the side of that ship explodes and a giant fireball shoots out the side of it.
It's an exploding human ship. Look, it's about to hit those guys over there. This is going to be hilarious. Sit back and watch.
Alvara says, Elder One, that is not how we treat humans if we ever seek to share a peace with them. You see, out of the corner of your eye, a school of mid-sized fish just by to your left. And then you just fully feel your feet lift off the ground and you're being pulled back up to the ship. Did you find him then, Eegan? Eegan Kennedy?
I played the fifth. You're not interested in my star, you're interested in his, so you already think you know what I've done, then I won't tell you.
Well...
And then in Tribal Calvec, Alobar just was to say, atta girl, don't give him anything.
Don't talk to the fucking cops.
Under the primary deck, where a fusion reactor has been linked into the cargo hold's massive tank of water. Most of the water has been drained into this fusion reactor, and the fusion reactor itself is unfortunately now pouring fire from the side of it out the hole that it has blown in the side of the boat. As you rush in, Orias, you see members of the crew have already begun fighting each other. There's a small fist fight happening down here. The supports for the gallon, for the water tank have buckled and cracked, and it rolls on its side, and before you can do anything or get out of the way, the whole thing crushes onto you and hits against the wall of the ship.
First priority, survivors. Very close second priority, I want stuff.
We cut to a close-up shot of the boards of the Zeppelin deck, and then your feet just onto them, these heavy fishing boots. You kind of clank every time you step, like Robert Pattinson's Batman, because that's good for stealth. Not right now, not the time. So you can jump down through the open top of the cargo hold, and you land on the big tank of water. You can immediately see that it is like less than a quarter full. It has, however, shifted off of its supports and it's rolled like on its edge, and you can see that underneath the edge of it there's a hand sticking out where someone has clearly been pinned underneath this thing.
Can I tell if they're alive or just a hand?
Eegan, can you hear me? Hello, Eegan. Connect your rope to the water tank. I'll pull it up. Can you hear me? Hello?
My brother would probably tie a lead to this water tank. I just had such a good idea. Guys, Okay, so I do that, and then I like ring the line or whatever.
Okay. You definitely like just, and then there's this creaking sound, and there's shifting, and there's these there's a shot of your thighs, but it's not sexualized. It's just like, damn,
Just
look at
powerful
the
thighs.
fucking power of those thighs. This whole thing shifts just slightly, but enough that it rolls off of the person below, and you see lying completely unconscious, with water up to about his waist. Orias, you wake up and you feel wet and very much in pain and very confused. But standing over you, you see a silhouette, and then the person stands right in front of the sun, so that you get that like nice shot, and then it focuses in, and you see just a stunning woman.
Fucking hell are you wearing?
It's a diving suit. What the fuck are you doing on the floor?
In the desert?
Get up! Get up! Get up! You're wet and you're in foul water. You're gonna die. Get up.
What?
So you guys move over to the door to the stern of the ship. As you guys take just a few steps, one of you steps on something soft and it crunches. You look down and you see that it's a hand, and then you notice that next to it is another body. So about between you and the stern, you count out 4 crewmen who have been killed. You check vitals; they're all down. It's a variety of different injuries, so it's kind of hard to tell. Most of them look like they were killed in the crash itself, but you do find one that has a very clear slash across his chest.
Ooh.
And it's not like, it looks very much like a fight wound, not like an accident wound.
Seems like your men didn't really like each other very much.
I didn't like any of them.
When you guys reach the door at the stern, it is locked.
You got a key?
Can I kick it open?
Pieces of wood scatter into this little cabin. You see that this is clearly like a powder room. It's the dry storage. And then there's also a part where it's just a metal grate that runs across the back. Leaning against that, you see a middle-aged gentleman, pilot look to him. Unfortunately, he is missing a brain, and everything from about the waist down is melded into the wood of the floor, and then from the waist up, he is petrified like a ancient tree. Laying on the floor next to him, a small dagger, and directly above him in the ceiling is a hole burnt through the ceiling and into the captain's cabin.
So I'm gonna take his dagger and then I'm going to climb him, because he's like a statue, right? I'm gonna climb him into the hole of the floor.
Then you take a step forward and put your weight on top of this man, and as you do, your foot just goes straight through him and he crumbles underneath you.
Aww.
Ooh.
That's sad.
I look in the door and like...
I have a door. On the ship. Half a world away.
Well, fuck her then. Don't even speak her name.
Ms. Cooper?
Get out of the way.
I want them blueberry scones.
Yeah, of course. Honey.
Cooper sisters, I have always loved you, and I always will.
Did you just put your foot through that man?
Not on purpose. Lift me up, I want to go through this hole.
Eegan, you turn and you put your foot in Orias's cupped hands. And as you do, you notice that there's about a 7-foot-tall Calvac standing in the door.
Hello.
You're much taller than him. Do you want to give me a lift instead?
Did you find him then, Eegan? Eegan Kennedy?
I played the 5th. You're not interested in my star, you're interested in his, so you already think you know what I've done, then I won't tell you.
Well,
and then in tribal Kalvek, Alobar just wants to say, "Atta girl, don't give him anything.
Don't talk to the fucking cops.
Don't talk to
Hirota
feds."
actually like repositions his shoulder so that he has an elbow between him and Orias, but not between him and you. And he says, "Actually, I'm interested in what you have to say, or in any bit of your story, quite frankly."
You're talking to Orias.
Play hard to get. I love it.
He's gonna actually make a real quick like a roll. I think he's gonna make a save.
She's also going to do a whiskey shot right after she says that.
And a vodka shot.
It's a truly unruly. Bev!
All right, his confidence isn't too shaken, so he's holding up just all right. He's been rejected by more than a couple ladies in a bar.
Has he? Look at this guy.
He is pretty hot. It's kind of obnoxious. He's charming. He's charismatic. It's like if I just was, basically if I was him.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what it comes down to.
Eegan fishes for poison fish, so you could say she's attracted to a toxic type.
Boom!
Nice.
Boom!
Nice.
Boom! You get an XP for that. You get an XP for that.
That was me back in 11 since I used one earlier.
I would just like to point out that the liquor fairy has struck again. Miss Jenna has.
Yes, my precious liquor fairy has struck again.
Oh, he's gonna do it in character.
Jenna is now Bev.
Liquor, I hardly know her.
I don't think.
Jenna, if you're Bev, you have to come up with a whole character.
I think we have to
Bev is our
retcon
bar
Bev
waitress.
having such a deep voice so that Jen can be Bev.
Actually, Bev.
can be a man.
Bev left after the whole firearms incident.
So this is just Jenna, the liquor, the new bartender.
Eegan, you down your shot, and it clinks heavily onto the table as Hirota turns his attention back to Orias. Orias.
I want a man spread just a tiny bit so my knee bumps his, but not in like an overt way, just like a.
While standing?
We're sitting at the bar.
We're all sitting at the table.
When did we get back to the table?
We cut inside. There was a whole cut, you motherfucker.
You were looking at your phone.
Wait, just now?
I mean, a couple minutes
About
ago.
12 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was
It
before the whole
happened.
conversation.
Okay, I didn't understand that we had cut back to.
Oops.
We cut back into inside.
Oh, yeah. No,
I thought we were still standing outside. We cut into Gravy and Cornelia standing inside, and then we were still outside.
No,
I see. Okay.
Cut perspectives, understood.
Cut to perspectives.
So we're all sitting at the bar or around the table.
Interior night bar, semicolon, poker table.
All characters present.
Oh shit, we're back to playing cards? I'm good.
Well, no, poker table.
No, the cards are still scattered on the floor, I think.
Playing
No one's
52
dealing.
pickup.
So let's
Assuming there's 52. I don't even know. We may have some weird otherworldly version of poker cards.
So he turns his attention back to Orias and slides over to you the manifest that shows the other 4 security officers that were working with you. Now, you don't know any of these guys at all. You guys were all hired independently. So you only spent a few days with them. You barely exchanged comments because you're all on the job and professionals, right? You don't really have any interest in this. However, you do see that they're all inner city guys, and that there's, as you noted before, there's no Kalvek on the staff. That said, that's not entirely unsurprising since it is an inner city crew, and the central cities don't have much, if any, in the way of Kalvek population.
Yeah. And I certainly don't remember any other Kalvek on the ship while I was walking around.
He says, "Who is this woman that you're talking about? And what exactly was her role aboard the ship?"
Well, I thought she was from some friend or hired by the captain, I guess. The young dude.
So You look around at this cabin. The first and most obvious thing you see is the body of a young man with a nice inner city blazer with tails and really nice ornate lapels. It's got some unnecessary frilling around the cuffs, and he's got like almost a tuxedo looking shirt underneath, nice and frilly. Very upper
Fancy
class
boy.
inner city. Yeah, exactly. In one hand, he is holding a pistol, just like the gentleman below. And in the other hand, he has clasped tight against his chest a small device that you immediately recognize as a Vox, which is basically a recording device.
I would like to take all of those things.
You cross over next to him and begin to kneel down to open this. And as you do, he leaps at you, grabbing onto your wrist with his hand that has the crossbow on it. His eyes flash open. They look mad and like he's in some sort of a haze. And he leaps at you, pushing you over and mounting on top of you. His other hand with the Vox still in it. With the Vox still in it, he rears that hand back and begins to bring it down to smash in your skull.
Y'all right up there? Was you trip or something?
She asked to be lifted, and I don't lift. I like to throw. It's kind of like humiliating to lift. It like messes up my thing. Should we be worried about that noise we just heard?
I think so, yeah. Okay, yeah, we should figure out where you just threw her.
Okay, and with that, we cut back up to Eegan, who at this point has had to go through 3 rounds of combat. How do you succeed in getting him off of you?
Well, I have that dagger now, so I just kind of stab up at him in the jaw area.
You stab this dagger up and it goes straight through his jaw into his brain. You see his eyes roll back in his head and he collapses on top of you.
You said you toured the ship. You found him with a big old hole through his face?
A double tap wouldn't be the worst idea. Just with a pistol, though, I'm not going to snipe him in the face.
Okay, so with the pistol, you pull the pistol and just double tap the body. You can absolutely do that. You don't even need to roll. Orias, you cross over to the young man, staggering a little bit and regaining your footing, and grab the Vox out of his hand.
Yes.
Good
John
name.
Smith.
Yes, John Smith. Yes. Yeah.
Solid name.
He stares at you, and like I think you stare at him for a second, as you both just like, yes, this man whose name was definitely John Smith.
John.
Absolutely.
Smith.
And
Smith,
but
John.
We just
Hi.
continue, just move past it because, and I think you're probably smart enough to know that the fact that that's his play means he probably doesn't know this guy's name either.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now,
I don't think I really knew his name either.
Right. I think that's correct. Right.
Yeah.
I think you're both like, oh,
He's
I
just
know
the
this
boss.
was an alias. Clearly, this was an alias, but neither of us know who this actually was. As you guys are talking, Cornelius steps up to the table and he says, hey, everybody. I actually, listen, so you guys were fighting and then you came in, you had a couple of drinks at the bar, right? And then you came over here, you had a whole long conversation that was totally not related to what you're talking about now. And then you started finally talking about this that you're talking about now. So during that whole time where you guys were talking about stuff that wasn't related
Cornelius,
to this,
come on, move along.
listen,
I'm
I'm moving along. I was in the back and I was
That's
baking.
not Cornelius's voice.
What was Cornelius's voice?
I was in the back. And
I was in the back.
baking.
I was in the back and I was baking, and I made some scones. And I'm going to go ahead and roll real quick and see how
What
good
kind
those
of
scones
scones?
were.
What kind of scones?
Yeah, what kind of scones, slut? Sorry, that was like really aggressive.
Okay.
They're trash, aren't they?
Little twink boy.
Please tell me
say
they're
crit
trash.
on him again.
I tipped one of these dice. The
What'd you get?
I have to make sure that everybody knows I'm being honest here when I say that I got snake eyes. And Cornelius sets down a batch of the most like twisted, mal-shaped, and burnt on the edges, raw dough on the inside. Just the worst scones you have ever tasted, seen, or conceived
Can I use my
of.
situational awareness to not eat these?
Well, hold on.
As he sets them down, a couple of like raw blueberries roll off of them.
They're blueberry.
Okay, so as
The
Caleb,
audacity.
fucking good. Like as Basha, fuck yes, absolutely. I'm glad it's trash. As Alobar, I grab it without looking and eat it and go, I've had worse.
Eegan politely
It's a little
declines.
chewy once you get past the charred shell. Not the worst.
So he makes a bit of a
I'm
circle
watching my
around
carbs
the
and
table.
drinks a beer.
Abby, he makes a bit of a circle around the table, and he's dropping different scone, or not different scones, but like a scone off at every person's table. He rounds behind, like opposite you, and is standing behind, like probably right behind Eegan for just a second, and then he sets her down a scone. And
Thanks, I'm gluten free.
Well, brother, I've heard you talk so much about these scones. I'm just gonna assume this isn't your best work, but I'm gonna have to politely decline. This looks like it'll give me indigestion or death.
I'm sorry, we're not laughing
okay,
with
well,
you.
amazingly, he just fucking crit on his his willpower. So
That
it's a
man
13
is
plus-
bold.
Good crit on those scones,
He
brother.
cannot cook, but he doesn't give a shit what you think about his cooking. So damn it!
Hey,
You'll eat that fucking scone, motherfucker.
Keeps his composure. He's
Yeah.
like, stay strong.
He
You'll come
grabs
back
the
to it if
scone
you're
back up,
hungry
he
enough.
tosses it in his own mouth, and he keeps eye contact with you as he slowly,
As he-
dryly crunches this scone. Just,
It'll dry in places and wet in others.
God
Neither
damn,
are the
brother,
right
that was
one.
hard to
No,
watch.
not from the right place.
While he eats this, I'll say,
It's
I
like-
had a scone today.
It's not a soggy bottom, but it's like soggy parts.
Are
For the
you
first
choking?
time since honestly recording this podcast, I had a
can I-
fucking scone today.
Liquor fairy,
Today?
liquor fairy, may I get a shot for this man to wash that down with?
Thank you, Bev.
the bartender walks by and is like, "Yep, I got you." sorry. Yeah, I got you.
Bev, you sound so cute.
I thought Bev left. This is Jen. She doesn't have that deep of a voice.
Cornelius finishes rounding the table. He comes up right behind Alobar, the only Kalvek who's sitting there. And he sets a scone down to the left, which you heartily eat and comment on. As you scarf down his scone, Cornelius slides his hand back behind his back and then finishes rounding the table, making eye contact deep and intensely with Captain Hirota Ginjo. As he steps from behind Alobar to who's sitting to Alobar's right?
Is it the same as
Me.
like when we were playing poker?
If we're
It
in
wouldn't necessarily
between,
be.
if
I would
like
say
the
probably it would be Eegan, that
system
makes
goes
sense.
so far as established, I think that Hirota is in between me and
Yeah.
Orias.
Yeah.
Which would mean that
That makes sense. So Alobar and then
Alabar's
Eegan,
on
yeah.
the other side
So
of me.
he's right behind Eegan. As he is, he lifts his right hand up. And those of you who you might want to check now have situational awareness. Anyone with situational awareness. So that's two of you. Who was that? So that is going to be.
I have situational awareness.
So Eegan, Orias, and
I have situational awareness.
And Boots.
I also have dodge.
So Eegan, Orias, and Boots, all three of you guys who have situational awareness, see the shing. You see the shing of a blade coming out and being caught in the light. Now, just behind Eegan, I know, but she'd see it over her right shoulder.
My fast reaction time shoot out of his hand.
Yes. Everyone in this, several people in this room have fast reaction times. So, what I will say is, as we close out this episode, you guys see him pull out from behind his back. You see the bright sheen down the bright edge of this blade, and you see as he slings a throwing knife through the air across the table directly at Captain Hirota Ginjo. And as it begins to spin through the air, those of you who have fast reaction time, roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all, I'm really rusty. So this is take like 6, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to sprint at it. We're going to do it all in one take, including that sneeze that probably you just heard. So let me just give it. We're just going to go for it. Okay. All right. We will be back just as soon as we can with chapter 14. Get this adventure going. That's not the title. We're not going to call it Get This Adventure Going. I'm saying like it's going to get the adventure going again, you know? Thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Chapter 13 and are excited to be getting back to our regularly scheduled storylines. Nope. That one was bad. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you're excited to get back into some action with our... But really, I just recommend Googling whatever the nearest game store is. I'm your host, Jay Muskrat, also playing... Nope, that's not how... Hang on. Let me try again. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you're all excited to get back into some action with our colorful and evolving cast of characters for this season. Droughtland features Elizabeth Muskrat as Eegan Muriel. I forgot it's book 2. Hang on. Droughtland book 2 features Elizabeth Muskrat as Eegan Muriel Kennedy, Caleb Lynn as Alobar na Banni, Kalon O as Orias Vale, Abby Normal as Boots, and myself, Jay Muskrat, your narrator, and myself, Jay Muskrat, as your narrator, Cornelius, Old Gravy, and Captain Hirota Ginjo. Music in today's episode was used under Creative Commons license, and additional credits can be found in the episode description, along with links to where you can donate to these fantastic free public libraries. Droughtland is played using a homebrew system based on a variety of games that you can find at your local game store. There are other links below, but based on such wonderful games such as All Flesh Must Be Eaten, Call of Cthulhu, and, whatever else you kind of feel like we're pulling in there. A little bit of Fate, maybe? Check out your local game store to see how you can get yourself a copy of one of these fantastic narrative-based games and, take a little money out of the wizards' pockets. They don't need it. We will be back as soon as we can with Chapter 14. This is where it's really going to kick off, y'all, so I hope you're ready for that was a bad take. Hang on. We will be back just as soon as we can with Chapter 14, and that is where it really gets going. Yeah, that was even worse somehow. We'll be back as soon as we can with Chapter 14, and we're going to really kick off some pretty serious developments in that one. So stay tuned and get yourself excited because it's about to get real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this section has been
with your
brought to you
one
by
hand
Truly
down,
Unruly.
it looks like
Now,
you're masturbating.
So the captain is sitting at the table with us.
It totally does look like What are you doing over there? Just jacking it?
Why are your eyeballs so big?
What?
The endorphins, Jenna! It's the endorphins!
Don't you usually squint during that? Sorry.
This is the aftermath of eating the scone.
He's just
It just sent him into, it sent one particular part of him into rigor mortis.
Just like the scone I ate today would have done to you because it was a lavender scone.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's horny food.
Another war crime?
War crime?
Okay,
Yes.
Josiah, you have to cut this part out because I don't think Julian will ever hear it.
Oh no, trust me, I'm cutting all of this out.
A lot of this out.
My friend Julian. So I went to a tiny solstice party today. I know Josiah's trying to do some math. So I went to a little solstice soiree today that Jamie hosted, and she doesn't host things at her apartment, so it was a very big deal. And Beck and I pushed ourselves and went for a grand total of 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Nice.
But my friend Julian, who is there, friend is a strong word. We've met a few times. We're friendly. Made scones, and they were lavender scones. And they were looking at them. They are they, and they went. They're not vegan friendly or gluten friendly, but they are made with oat milk because I ran out of options. And I went, oh, and she went, it's a lavender scone. And I went, lavender, just lavender? And yeah.
I fuck with that so hard.
All right, Broseph.
It's actually making me sick to my
I
stomach.
ate the whole
Lavender
thing.
should only be a scent. That's it.
Lavender should be.
I ate the whole thing, but had someone told me after,
Did they butter them properly?
Princes, it was a bath bomb.
Because I'm telling you, a buttered lavender bread.
It just, it was like,
that.
there was no sweetness to it. It was literally just
Okay.
lavender with like a drizzle on top.
A drizzle.
But the drizzle was really just sticky, not like, this was also literally the only time where a scone anecdote with a scone situation
would
fell
have
into
fit.
place.
And I love that it's a scone, which
was
is
a
the
literal
thing that Raja
scone.
loves, and I like, and it's a lavender
But
thing.
it
which
would
is
have given you the
perfect.
migraine of the century. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't just lavender. It was like, I got a couple chunks in my teeth.
I don't know. My mom's got in my head, and she's like, "Next time you hit lavender, you're gonna go into anaphylaxis. You're gonna have to start carrying an epi." I was like, "Oh my fucking
Thanks,
god, mom!"
Mom.
Thanks. No, please.
doesn't want to play the game.
All right. So
Kaylin's already seen the movie.
Kaylin's already seen the movie. Does that help?
I had it, and then you killed me. Sorry.
All right, y'all. I'm really rusty. It's been a few weeks, so I'm just going to sprint at it. We're going to do it in one take. Here we go.